Relive the Industrial Revolution with Brass Birmingham from Roxley Games. Expand your empire by establishing canals and rails, building and developing various industries, selling goods to various markets, and efficiently scoring the most points by the end of the game. Inside the box you will find various high-quality components. Let's take a look at those now. Under the hood you'll find a high-quality color rulebook, game tokens in the 4-player colors, market tokens and beer barrels, iron and coal cubes, various cards, as well as cardboard coins, which we will replace with Roxley's iron clays. You will also find 4 player boards, as well as the main game board with a light and dark side. There are various cards in the game, the 2 primary being industry cards and location cards, which let you build on the game board. There are also a wild industry card and a wild location card that you can obtain during the game. Also, each player will get a player aid to use during the game. After placing the game board in the middle of the table, fill out each player board with the appropriate industry tiles. Deal each player 8 cards at random from the deck and 1 additional one to start a discard pile. Your starting hand will contain various industry and location cards. Also give each player $17 to start the game. Now fill up the iron and the coal markets, leaving the spaces with the dots blank. Also place the wild cards and the main game cards in their respective locations. Fill the markets with the market tokens at random, and place beer barrels at any non-empty location. Now take each player's point marker and place it on the 0. As well, place the income marker on the 10 space above the 0 coin. Now determine player order and place each player's character in their respective spots. Now that we're set up for the game, let's go over the actions that players will take during their turns. Remembering that each turn you must discard a card to take an action. Let's begin here with the build action. To build, you must discard an industry card or a location card that matches where you want to build. In this case, we'll build in Birmingham. We've decided to build our level 1 iron factory, which costs $5 and 1 coal. Your player board also tells you how much you will score and how much income you will raise, and how many cubes to put on the tile. The $5 you spend goes on top of your character tile, along with any other money you spend during this turn. If you are connected to a market, you can buy coal at the denoted price. In this case, spending $1, and you buy 1 coal, which goes back to the supply. And the $1 spent goes onto your character token, giving you a total of $6 for that action. Subsequent player orders determined by money spent. Now that the proper costs have been paid, your level 1 iron factory can be placed in Birmingham, and 4 iron cubes placed on top of it. If there is any space available in the iron market, the first 2 cubes go there and the player receives payment based on the denoted price. Now we'll move on to action 2, building your network. There are 2 phases in the game, the later rail phase and the earlier canal phase. In the canal phase, it costs $3 to build a canal on one of the routes. In the rail phase, there are a few options to build, which cost money, coal, and also beer. Again, this action requires discarding a card, but in this case, it doesn't matter which one. Place the $3 on top of the character token, and then place your canal token on one of the canal spaces, following the rules found in the rulebook. Later in the game, it will be the rail side that you will place down. The third action is the develop action, which helps you reduce the number of small buildings on your player board. Don't forget to discard a card to take this action, and again, it can be any card. Since the previous turn, a player had built their iron factory, you can remove 2 cubes from their token to pay for your develop action. Otherwise, simply buy from the market. And finally, simply remove 2 of the lowest buildings on your player board. And they do not have to be the same. The fourth action is for one of your industries to sell to one of the markets. If you have an industry tile on the board, it must be connected to the corresponding market with any player's link. Remember to discard a card and then you can flip over your tile, receiving the points and the boost in income. Then return the beer barrel to the supply and take the corresponding bonus, in this case, 3 additional points. The fifth action is to take a loan, which supplies you with $30 to spend on your turn. Once again, discard any card. Move down 3 spaces on the income track, and add $30 from the bank to any existing money that you already have. Lastly is the scout action, which will allow you to obtain a wild industry and wild location card. Here you will discard 1 card for the action, and then 2 additional cards allowing you to draw the 2 wild cards. You're now set up to play a game of Brass Birmingham, a game of shrewd spending, opportunistic timing, and intelligent decisions towards point acquisition. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.